Huh. Okay. All right. So I guess it's live now. Let me let me get my thing up here so I can see y'all. All right. So it says I'm live. I can't see anything yet, but I will try. Oh, there we go. Hello. Hey, sis. How are you? Sorry, I was having so much trouble with my internet connection. I can't. I can see you. Can you hear me? I didn't have it. The screen up. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Um. Anyway, let me see if I can pull up this thing. If it's still if it's still going on. How are you? Hopefully you don't have Anyway, I got an appointment with the nephrologist on Wednesday. What are you waiting to see the thing hit the sun? Okay. Waiting for it to load. Might be gone now. Hopefully it doesn't make the room reboot. Come on. It's moving kind of slow here. All right. Taking a minute to load. Gracious. Almost. There we go. It goes into the sun, and then see the explosion right after it goes in. We'll let it play again. There it goes into the sun, and then I don't think that's a coincidence. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. All right. So watch right here. I mean, could be a coincidence, but the timing is like perfect. And it comes directly from where that went in at. So I don't know. Did you see it? Were you able to see it? I don't know. It could be magnetic impulse, but it looks like, hey, Julia, how are you? But whatever it is, it looked like it just went. Yeah, all of it's, everything out there is magnetic and electric and um, all of the above. But it just, the timing of it and it goes right there, and then the explosion. So I don't know. At first, I thought I was tracking a planet because it's been there for a week. Hey, Patrick, how are you? True, Julia. Well, I'm not sure what it is. Patrick, do you remember Stacks? That's my sister. Yeah, it could be, Julia. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what that was, but it definitely looks like it hit the sun or pulled some energy from the sun. It did something because the timing was and the angle. May 2021. Well, we have a new comet that they say we're supposed to be able to see in the sky now called Comet Swan. We also have the meteor shower, thanks. Um, and we have another super moon coming in a few days. Yes, isn't it good to see her back? We haven't seen her in a long time. Her son even came in here one night, her oldest son. That was cool. A huge EMP. The gov is looking out for our electronics. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, my stuff was messing up, both my phone and the computer a little while ago. And I was trying to listen to the police scanner that wasn't working right. There was a lot of weird stuff happening tonight, actually. Okay, I love you. You're mad at your job. Oh, yeah. You need to call and talk to me. I love you, sis. And more importantly, God loves you. Yeah, I don't know how the nephrologist appointment's going to go. But I'll let you know. I love you, sis. So, Patrick, how are things in Canada? As it goes near the sun, it triggers an EMP. Yeah. Um, well, there's CMEs when they come from the sun, corona mass ejections. EMP, well, electric magnetic pulse. So, yeah, I guess it can cause that too, Julia. You're right. Oh, I think we'll be closed down before October. I think that I've been watching this in every country, and I've been watching the death ratio versus the recover ratio, and then the illnesses now in children. And I watched a documentary, well, the news on this little girl, 9-year-old girl, that heart stopped beating from the coronavirus, and she didn't have any underlying illnesses either. And then they've got this new rash thing with children, and they said it mimics, I forgot what other disease it is. But anyway, there's so much to this that isn't known right now. And it seems, it doesn't seem to matter what the climate is, whether it's hot, humid, or cold and dry air. It just seems like it's thriving everywhere. And now we got the murder hornets in the U.S. that are chopping off the heads of other bees. Only a few new cases every 3 or 4 days. Well, you know what's going to happen here? They're going to underreport cases because they want to open up the economy. So they're going to underreport. But I do believe that, I mean, there's been some controversy. Okay, I have underlying illnesses, right? I have heart disease, I have asthma, and now apparently I have a weakened immune system. Hey, Angel, because I have kidney issues. So I'm one of those people that if I got the coronavirus and I died from the coronavirus, and not from my heart disease, not from my asthma, and not from the new issues with the kidneys, because none of those are at a life-threatening point. As long as I stay on medication and eat right and, do what I'm supposed to do, I could live another 20, 30 years, whatever God has in store for me. But the point is, if I got coronavirus and died, should they list it as coronavirus as a cause of death? Absolutely. Because I had underlying illnesses doesn't mean I would have died, you know. So there's been a lot of controversy with that. So, Angel, did you see this thing hit the sun? Let me pull it back up. So it's going to come over here to the right, and then after it goes into the sun, which I thought I was tracking a planet for the last week, but watch the explosion come off of here. Not a big one, but still, the timing and the position of it seems like whatever this is definitely caused that with the sun. So I gotta wonder if whatever that was, if it's still intact after it took a direct hit from the sun. Hey, discernment, how are you? Hey, Rose, how are you, beautiful? So our governor said he might go into phase one next Friday. Oh no, I don't think they're inflating the numbers. Matter of fact, in Virginia, we still rate 49th in the nation for being able to test. We don't have enough tests to test the people. I think they're going to downplay the numbers to open the economy back up. And you know, people aren't going to complain until someone in their family dies from it. You know, if we weren't shut down and we were a country watching another country and watching thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people dying because they didn't want to shut down their economy, we'd be calling them evil and murderers and everything else. Anyway, I guarantee you that, and this is going to be for, most of the countries, they're not going to report the actual numbers now. They're going to downplay it because everybody wants to get the markets back open. Did Italy go back to work? Well, it's now in 212 countries and territories. It's definitely worldwide. Yeah, well, I think we're doomed, Angel. I agree. Um, Rose says, you're not going to get me fested now. Wear my mask, take my temperature. Yeah, I know that thing doesn't look, they're supposed to be coming up with some new way to test, but, some of the tests have been faulty as it is. Who's missing? What people are missing? Yes, I was just talking about the murder bees, the murder hornets. Yeah. So they found a bunch of bees. The man said he went out to the hives and he saw a bunch of dead bees on the ground with their heads with their heads bit off, and he didn't know why until he saw these killer hornets. Yeah, well, this might be a test. You know what, Angel? This could be a test from God to see where people really are. Are people more worried about money and fancy houses and cars than they are about people's lives? Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I need to open up the telephone line. False readings. They ain't even testing people in Virginia yet. We're still 49th on the in the nation as far as testing goes. Oh, I don't I don't see any homeless people missing around here. I can tell you that. Oh boy. Yeah, but there's a lot of people that have died from it, and there's a lot of people that have now have other issues from it. It's not the flu, that's for sure. Yeah, right, Rose. We know what that's going to do, don't we? We know that those bees, they kill off all the other bees. It's going to have a snowball effect. No, we're not supposed to have a spirit of fear, but um why is it showing? And there comes the explosion. Boom. Okay. Did I lose everybody? Oops. Got some wasp spray. Hyperventilation from mask, but well, the masks aren't supposed to allow you to hyperventilate like if you breathe into a paper bag. Um if you breathe no, I can't stand wearing a mask though. I really can't. I don't know how I'm gonna work with one for 8 hours a day because I can't stand to wear them. But I'm sure it's gonna be mandatory. That thing goes into the sun is bigger. It looks like it. But actually, so the size of the sun, let me share this again. So the size of the sun is supposed to be this circle right here. This is supposed to be the size of the sun. That circle is supposed to represent the size of the sun. So depending on how far away that is, it's hard to know the size of it because we don't really know how far it is. We know it's close enough to interact with the sun. So it's got to be pretty close to the sun, I would think. It could be um, discernment. I was watching it for the last week, watching it trek across, but I figured it was just one of the planets. But I'm like, it is pretty close to the sun. And then I saw that today. So they may change our, oh, cool. Let's see if it answers. Raven, can you hear me? Raven? All right. So looks like we got Raven calling in. I don't know if it's connecting yet. Might have to try again. I don't know yet. Raven, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay, hold on, Raven. It didn't connect that time. So give me a minute. Sorry about that. Oh, welcome back, Rose. We had Raven trying to call in, but for some reason Skype didn't connect, so I'll tell you when it's reloaded. I know, Raven. It didn't connect for some reason. Hold on, because I can call you if it doesn't connect. Just give me a second. Hi, Planet X Watcher. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? All right, Raven, you want to try back again? And then if it doesn't connect, I'll call you.